We're going to be doing an EGR valve on this 2010 Prius here. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to take this wiper cowl off first, and then our air box and our little engine cover, and then we'll be able to see down where we got to go. I'll show you more. Push pin, no tabs at them. The wiper bolts are 14s, and then the actual motor bolts are 10s.
This is your EGR.
So this is our EGR valve here. You got a bunch of stuff you got to take off of it. You'll also have to drain the coolant because I wonder if I can get it off without doing that. I'm gonna try getting it off without doing that. We'll see. I'll see y'all in a second. You bastard. Yep, 4 tins that hold this pipe on. It runs between the intake and the evap. I'll show it to you here in a second. There's one out. There's 2. This pipe, it runs between the evap and the intake. That's your EGR valve. I don't know why I keep saying the evap, the EGR valve. And I'm gonna try and get the nuts off of it without taking the entire cooler out, but we'll see. I'll report back to you in a few. Alright, so we got our coolant hoses off. I put a clamp on the bottom one down there, and then all of the coolant that's in the cooler currently will drain out. But that's fine. If you put a clamp on that bottom hose, no other coolant's gonna come out of your system. So that's a plus. But it's actually right there. You can see it's still got coolant in it. And then once you take this top hose off, second, nothing will come out at all because it's already drained out of the cooler. So now we just need to get those bolts and studs out, or at least the bolts at the very least. And then we can tackle getting our actual mounting bolts for the EGR out. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab those. So they're 12 millimeters, at least they should be, but I'll go ahead and grab those off. We got everything loose. I didn't take the cooler all the way out. I just got it loose to where it could wiggle out of the way, and then slid a 12 millimeter socket in behind there to get that nut off. Got both of our nuts off, and now that's free. So we just gotta take that little wire bracket off and replace it. Got our new one installed. Now we're just gonna go back together with it. To get it out, you're gonna have to remove these studs, either the ones on the back or these ones on the front. They're E8s. I would recommend using an E-torque socket on it, not nothing else, because it'll strip them. But once you get those out, you can wiggle it around and stuff and get it how you need it.